How you doing, everybody? I just wanted to put this short video together for my practice members and anyone who is dealing with some low back issues, low back pain, maybe some radiating pain down the leg, things of that nature, tightness, lack of range of motion, you name it. So through my journey with my own health, I've come across debilitating low back pain. It's one of the things I was dealing with, and every now and again it can rear its ugly head. And one of the things I swear by is strengthening muscles that need to be strengthened that are too weak, and stretching muscles that are tight. So I'm going to go over stretching muscles that are tight. So the first area is your abdominal area. And opening up that area is very big, because in our society, what do? A lot of people work behind a desk, they sit all day, drive to work, maybe you spend 20, 30 an hour in your car driving to where you got to go. And sitting on a couch, and nowadays we tend to just look down a lot. So everything is in this closure here. So we want to do things to open that up. So this exercise I'm going to show you is particular for a muscle called the psoas muscle. The psoas muscle attaches to the lumbar muscle, the lumbar vertebrae, L1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Each one of those crosses the pelvis here and attaches to the top of the leg here. And that muscle is very long, and when that muscle gets really tight from everything that we do, sitting down long hours, driving, you name it, that muscle can get very tense and tight and start to pull on the low back. So what we want to do is open that up. You're also opening up the abdominals, right? All the muscles there in the abdominal cavity at the same time. So I'm going to show you this stretch. It's very easy to do, and that way you can use it as one of the things you do, because I do this in between sets as a series of stretches. This is just one of the stretches I do. So I'm just gonna go over it really quick. So the first thing you wanna do is get on one knee. So I use some type of padding, a yoga mat, a stretch mat, whatever. And I'm in this position. Now, I'm 90 degrees on the up leg and 90 degrees on the down leg. So from the side view, it looks like this. I'm also externally rotating my foot outward, so if you can see that, it looks like this, not flat and not in, out. So I'm doing those two things, okay? So now that I'm here, that bony part of your hip right here in the front that you can touch, I want you to imagine all you're doing is pushing it forward. It's a very slight movement. I'm just pushing it forward. I'm not arching my back. I'm not doing any gross movement. It's very small. So imagine this is relaxed, and then I do that. It's very small, you may not even be able to see it. But as I start to push that muscle, or push that part of my body, the front muscles here, the legs, start to feel like they're stretching. So it's very simple. So I'm not arching my back, I'm not leaning forward, I'm just pushing that bony part. You can see my glute is kind of squeezing there, and just pressing forward. And I hold that for about 30 seconds to a minute. And then I switch to the other side. Same thing, just pushing, and just that alone, if you're really tight, I can feel that stretch already. You can see that I'm not doing anything, I'm not doing any gross movement. I'm actually just pushing that little bony part of my hip forward, just like that. And I can feel the stretch already. Now, if you want to intensify the stretch, you can. So what you can do is you take the same arm on that leg, so in this case it's my right. I take my left arm, I put it behind my back, and I bring my right arm up and over, and I look at my palm. And all I'm doing here is stretching this whole front part of my body here. I'm stretching the psoas, the hip flexor muscles, the abdominal cavity. I'm opening everything up here as I'm breathing and just pushing forward, that slight movement. From the side view, it looks like this. Right arm behind the back in this case. My left leg is down, my left arm comes up and over, and I'm looking up at my palm and breathing. Big, big breath. When you start to inhale, you're gonna feel that stretch. So I'm not focusing on arching my back at all. It's not about arching the back. I'm pushing forward here with that slight little movement. I bring the arm up and over, and I'm just breathing. Deep inhale and exhale, and I'm feeling that stretch right there, opening up all this. That's just one of the stretches I do to open up that whole chain of muscles, so that I can alleviate any pulling or shifting of the low back on the low back vertebrae there.